Hi folks, and welcome to an InkDependence.com brief video review and water drop test. Today, Diamine Onyx Black. I got this full bottle almost, it's full up to about there-ish, from a very nice young lady at the Triangle Pen Club meeting a few months ago. She brought it and said she hated it, so she handed it off to whoever would take it. It turns out that I would totally take it, because I like inks. Maybe I'll take it back there and give out samples. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, if anybody wants it. It comes in this kind of box. It's an 80 ml bottle, as it says there and there. This is originally, I guess, gotten from Anderson Pens a while ago because it's still got the .NET sticker on there. They did not send this one to me. This is one that was given to me. So anyway, there you go. Onyx Black, Onyx Black, Onyx Black. Guess what color's in here? Open it up. And sure enough, black. Black on black. So, black bottle, black ink. You can't really tell how much is in there. I think even if I were to shine a light through it, I wouldn't be able to see because it's a pretty dark bottle. Anyway, this is that's the bottle, that's the box. Set those aside. Now the ink has been in this pen for quite a while. This is obviously a TWSBI VAC 700. Mostly original parts, oddly enough. I guess the cap is new and I guess the section is new, so this bit, original. Anyway, they have a tendency to crack in some places, but I do love this pen. It is one of my favorite sizes of pen. It's really good for me. The nib in there is obviously non-standard. That's a Knox nib from xfountainpens.com. If you want those, check it out. The reason I say it's a Knox nib here and I say it's a medium, I'm not 100% sure. It might be a fine. But as you can see, it starts right up, and I actually haven't used this in several days. So it tells you something really good about this ink right there, is that it doesn't clog up, no problems there. Unlike this poor Ondoro right here that I've been using with Emerald of Chivor, that new J. Herbin ink. And you can see that I've got like sheen all over the feed. I actually cleaned this out a couple of days ago, cleaned out the nib and feed and such, and I still have problems getting it to start. This one, not as good as Stormy Gray in terms of starting up. Anywho, let's move on. I read in a couple of places online somewhere that this has a little bit of a danger of the ink staining in clear converters, so I wouldn't use it maybe in an eyedropper clear pen or, I don't know, something like that. But converters, I don't really care if they get stained most of the time. This is a demonstrator, obviously, but it's blue. And you can see that it is a fairly thick ink. It does coat the walls, but before I started shaking it around, I could totally see through it. So I don't think it's stained this at all. But, you know, be careful. Exercise caution on that. Little bit of shading this one, not the most saturated of black inks. You can see here in the band of light that it does get a little bit gray up in this area of the swatch where it was thinner than elsewhere. But in regular writing, I'm going to say it's a pretty solid black. It's got maybe a little bit of shading, but not much, just a hint. I'd say a bit, but a hint is good too. The shading, if there is any there, it looks a little bit green if you look really closely, and I don't think I can show it to you any closer than it is. Maybe you'll see it a little bit in the photographs. I don't know. Check out the blog, InkDependence.com. I haven't had any problems with this ink. I really enjoy using it, actually. It's been in this pen for quite a while, and I'll probably just refill it because I like it a lot. I've got a few other blacks. Well, I guess only 2 other blacks on this particular page. Come on, light. The sun is going down quickly, it seems. You can see it there next to Kiwaguro from Sailor. That's a pigmented ink, nano black stuff. That's actually my favorite black of all right now. I really like it. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. It's also kind of matte. But the two are quite good. I like both of them. Next to Blue Hour, also Stormy Gray down at the bottom, which used to be in that Ondoro. Oh, no, it didn't. It was in some other pen. Anyway, a little bit of sparkle. You can see a little bit of sparkle there. Come on, focus. Maybe a little bit of sparkle. Anyway, it's hard to say. My light is failing quickly. Let's see. As far as behavior, I mentioned up here that it has a very minor bleed and very few feathers. You can see here it is, and you can see, I don't know, a couple of spots of feathers, maybe if you look really closely. Where were they? Yeah, I guess here in the D of medium, you see a little bit, maybe the T there of through, but not much. This is the 20 pounds Staples paper I've always used for this stuff, and here it is. So this is the line. You can see a little bit of bleed through, but you know, not terribly much. Come on, focus. Didn't want to focus on that. So a couple of little spots here, but not bad. A little bit of ghosting. I mean, it's a black ink on one sheet of fairly thin paper. A couple little spots, but no big deal. So this is actually a really safe ink to use, I think, in terms of bleed through. Let's see how it does in water before I completely lose my light. Zoom in a skosh. All right, so here comes the water. Ooh, different syringe. A whole lot more water than usual. Oh, goodness. Should have used a needle on that one, I guess. Alright, let's kind of let it hang out. And you can see some of the black swishing away, but not too bad. Alright, let's go ahead and mop this giant river of water and ink up. That was a neat effect. Alright. Mop, mop, mop. Goodness. Way more water than usual, but nonetheless, you go. A lot of it came up. And now you can see most of it's gone. So no water resistance in this one. This is not at all water resistant. The merest hint of water and it smears off any serious water and you've got nothing left. So yeah, I wouldn't get this one anywhere near water if I could possibly help it. Now let's take a look at the chromatography very quickly. There it is. Not too bad, but you can see down here where I put the original dot. All the black is faded away. There's a little bit of like gray or something there left, but it's just kind of a black ink, black on black. Maybe a little bit of green. I don't know what I'm seeing there. Actually, it's kind of hard to say, but not a whole lot. So there you go. This has been Diamine Onyx Black. There's the box. Boom. There you go. I'm Mike. This is inkdependence.com. If you are saying to yourself, man, I really like this blog. I wonder how I could support it. Well, you're in luck. Go over to patreon.com/inkdependence to find out how to support the blog. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate it a ton. So, if you've got a little bit of spending cash sitting around, you're like, man, that Mike guy seems swell. Send it my way. That would be neat. Otherwise, that's cool too. I understand. So, there you go. This is in Diamine Onyx Black. Ink Dependence. Peace out.